Hey everyone, some guy who ranks stuff here, and today I just found this Cartoon Network programming list, which I wanted to do because I did watch a lot of Cartoon Network when I was younger, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff here I think that I don't recognize. There will be stuff that like remember but never really watched. So I think this will be a quick one, but there's a lot of nostalgia here for sure. So we'll see how this how this goes. And we start off with Two Stupid Dogs. This is one I remember well, and I thought it was really funny. I just can't remember much, like exact moments and stuff. I haven't seen it in a long while, but I do remember really liking it when I was younger. So I'll put it in great. 16. What is this? Well, a pup named Scooby Doo. Oh, so this is like young Scooby Doo because I thought that was Scrappy. Well, I don't think I watched that. Adventure Time is something I've really wanted to watch because I've heard great things about it. So I know what it is, but I just haven't seen it yet, unfortunately. And I kind of regret that. Um, yeah, what is this? So there is a couple of things that it's just either too new to me or I just don't remember or even know if they existed when I watched this. I'll just have to mention that I was born in '92, so a '90s kid, well, millennial, whatever you want to call it. So I did watch a lot of this stuff mostly in like the late '90s, early 2000s. This is actually I know this is shown on Cartoon Network nowadays, but I just haven't seen it. But I think the name is kind of funny, and it's about an apple and onion. So I haven't watched, but I'm kind of intrigued to be honest. This I might remember seeing, but I haven't really watched it. Baby Looney Tunes, I think no, Tiny Toons was the thing I saw when I was a kid. I liked Tiny Toons, but this isn't the same, so I don't think I've seen that. Batman, haven't watched it either. No, I used to watch Spider Man, but that was over on Fox Kids here in Norway, so I haven't seen any of that. Ben 10, I know, like I've seen tons of commercials and stuff for it, but I just haven't watched any of those shows, so that goes in there. More Batman, don't know. Camp Lazlo is something that I did see a little bit of. I thought it was a good show. Can't say too much about it. This looks like it existed when I was younger, but it's nothing I recognize. Neither this. This Chowder, is it? I've seen some of that, but I think it's mediocre. Yeah, there's a lot of what's this, what's this, what's this. It's almost like the Nightmare Before Christmas song. What's this? What's this? And yeah, this I think was like the kids next door. Kodenavn Nabobarna in Norwegian. I thought it got me intrigued, but it just didn't hit me as much as I hoped it would. Now here's something we all remember back in the day. Courage the. Oh, it's just too small. I can't read it, so I don't remember exactly what the subtitle was. But I thought it was a great show. Um, I think it's more interesting to me nowadays than it was when I was young. I wasn't really into that grim, um, scary stuff. Which, well, of course, courage, ironically, is named Courage, but he was always scared of things, and there were a lot of scary and creepy things in that show. So I don't blame him. Cow and Chicken, one of the best. I really enjoyed this show. It was just absurd. I just love how you never see, uh, just like in Tom and Jerry, you never saw the face of the owner of the pets or the animals. But this goes to that extent that whenever you saw them drive a car, you just saw the legs sticking up from the seats and controlling the steering wheel and everything. They just never showed their faces in even the most unusual situations. Like, it's just absurd. Don't remember this. The Cramp Twins, I remember, wasn't too fond of it. It was kind of interesting, but I guess it was kind of mediocre. Something superhero thingy, not sure. What's this? Yeah, Dexter's Laboratory. I watched that a lot when I was a kid, and I do remember a lot of the different like episode situations from the series. I thought it was a really funny thing, and I remember watching this, and I really wished I had some sort of secret laboratory myself. I wasn't that really clever or into science, but there was a lot of things that I just wish I could make. Like I think, if I recall, didn't they make like this hungry hippos, like a huge version of that? Things like that I really wanted to have like in my own secret lab when I was a kid. It looked so cool. I've seen one of the movies, but not the show. Duck Dodgers. I don't think I've seen it. Well, yeah, this is with the little alien there. That was a good show. Uh, I just have to say right away, Ed Nettie, the best ever. I Cow Chicken move. There we go. Ed Nettie is such a funny show, and I still love it. If I can watch it today, I will, and I do sometimes. Of course, I'm always used to the Norwegian dubs on this, and some are good compared to the English ones. Some aren't really, or the original language. Some aren't too good, but I think the Norwegian dubs in Ed and Eddie is so well done. The voices there are amazing. I think they've done an incredible job, and really bumps the humor factor up in so many situations. It's just, oh man, all the things they do, all the things the scam plans they have. It's it's got a lot of great characters, a lot of good humor. It's absurd, it's funny, and I never get tired of it. It's maybe my favorite cartoon of all time, even more than shows like Tom and Jerry and stuff, which are all time classics. But this, the best here. I'm really sure, unless there's Tom and Jerry, maybe. I don't think there's any show here that can top it. This I remember, but yeah, mediocre to me. Foster's Home for like Monsters or something. I remember that. I think it was kind of decent, at least. I did see some. Well, yeah, I did watch some animated. The tricky thing here is that many cartoons have like different versions, like older ones, newer ones, like a spin-off, so to speak. It's hard for me to define exactly what I watched, if this is the Garfield I saw when I was younger. But it kind of looks like it, and if it is, I think it was good. Garfield is a classic in many ways. What's this? What's George of or George in the Jungle? Not sure. It's probably good, but I know what Green Lantern is, but nope. This like the Grim. Isn't this the same? No, Grim and Evil. Maybe not. Grim and Evil. Huh. What was that again? This is like the Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy. Was that it? Um, well, isn't this the same as this or something? I can't remember really, but I recall the name. It's familiar. I'll put it there. I think did see some of it at some point. So I guess this is He-Man. Never watched it, so I can't say. What is this? I have no idea. I Am Weasel, if I remember correctly, that was like the precursor, so to speak, to Cow and Chicken, like the original. Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel are very similar in many ways. Same animators, I think, same creators. Look similar in many ways. They have some crossovers too. I think, yeah, with of course the devil here. I believe he appears in both shows pretty frequently. So, but I think Cow and Chicken is funnier than I'm a Weasel, even though that's a good show too. No idea. Johnny Bravo, huge classic, definitely one of the best. It's hilarious in so many ways, and I've seen many people, at least some people, trying to criticize how it's kind of sexist, and it kind of is, but because this is like this huge. Well, I'm going to counter the argument there with something else because, well, it seems like this is just a guy who wants to check and pick up chicks. Even though the language he uses is kind of like demeaning in some ways, but the women are, the characterization of women there, they're built up really strong, and he never succeeds. He sees this beautiful woman, he tries to ask her out, does so often in a way that doesn't impress women at all, and he usually gets rejected. It's about an idiot who just can't find himself a woman because he's like not this bright male, not this really. How am I supposed to say this? Like, he's really macho, but it just doesn't work. It's not enough. These women are smart. They're successful. They have great jobs, often at least. And it's funny because, like, the douchebag doesn't win. It's great, and like humor is amazing as well. Johnny Tests, I remember, but I just didn't watch it. I remember Justice League. I did watch some of that, and I think I'm not really much into superheroes, but Spider-Man was something I watched a lot over on Fox Kids. Don't remember if that was the thing I mentioned about Fox Kids or if there was something else. But yeah, Justice League wasn't too bad, but geez, look, yeah. Here, okay, just like Ben 10 I mentioned earlier, well, just like we see with Ben 10, there are many different versions of things, and Justice League, the exact same thing. But if I can judge from the pictures, I think this maybe is the one that I watched. The rest haven't watched or don't remember, but I really just didn't watch. Sorry about my hay fever here. It's annoying for me as well. So crypto, not sure what that is. What is this? What is this? There's a lot of weird things here. So we have some Looney Tunes here. Like, is this your well? I can't. That huge orange thing. Not sure what that is on the left there. Doesn't look like something I've watched before. Mad. I don't think everything here has been shown in Norway on Cartoon Network, but maybe they have in later years. But in my prime, so to speak, a lot of these did not go on here. I'm not sure if I really like now. Yeah, I may have to zoom out a little bit, but I will struggle to see. Well, struggle to see all the pictures on the shows here. I'll just have to adjust there. Like, what is this? Not sure. Flapjack. I think I've seen some of it, but maybe not enough. So this looks wait, I think the characters looked a little familiar, but just can't remember ever seeing it. This, I don't know. Mike, Lou, and Og, I think. That's at least the direct translation from Norwegian to English. Not sure if there were any bad cartoons, but yeah, it was my favorite at least, so it's mediocre. I think Mixels, not sure what this is, or this. Mucha Lucha, I remember. Yeah, I was kind of intrigued with like wrestling and stuff, so I kind of wanted to check this out, but it wasn't amazing, I think. But there was one episode I thought was kind of funny with the main character being called Ricochet, I think, who found like his Irish counterpart was called Rick O'Shea, in like with the O'Shea surname, which is really Irish, so to speak. I thought that was funny. He came like with a shamrock or even a four-leaf clover costume and everything, or wrestling gear, I guess. I can't see the name of this, but I remember this. I thought it was good. Did enjoy it. I've seen. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it before. If that makes sense. This is new to me. New to me. I remember this. I just don't remember what it was about, or even I don't think I've ever watched it for real. So this is also weird. There's two different Powerpuff Girls, but I only remember there being one. But Powerpuff Girls, I thought it was really fun. Same creator, I think, or animator as Dexter, Dexter's Laboratory, because they look really similar. But I really enjoyed it, even though they were like three little girl superheroes. I did like to see the different monsters that attacked the city and stuff and created all this um, trouble and chaos in town. So I thought it was a good show. Don't know what this is, or this, or this, or this. Samurai Jack, I didn't get to see a whole lot, but the little I saw, I thought was great. And it's been like rated really highly from what I know. Apparently, it's a really beloved show and very well made. That too is the same animator, I think, as at least like the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, Jack himself looks a lot like the professor in Powerpuff Girls. Scooby Doo is that's a good. Well, I know it's a classic for sure, but to me, it's good. Nothing that I enjoy to the extent of the ones above, at least. Don't know what this is, nor this. Okay, this I remember, but was it bad? Almost made a pun there. I was not into it, but was it bad? I don't want to use bad. I don't think there's any bad cartoons here, but it's mediocre at best. What's this? I don't know. Sonic Boom. I've seen gameplay footage of the games. I've watched the animated show. And it's definitely after my time growing up with Cartoon Network. I mean, the game came out for like Wii U and 3DS, which is both in 2010s. So that means in my very, very late teens and early 20s. Don't know what this is. Squirrel Boy, I guess. Don't know. I've seen some of the Clone Wars and stuff, but I just haven't watched it. I remember them being on TV. I know what they are. But still, there's a lot of things here I just don't know. Never watched. Never heard of. Teen Titans I've heard of. Did see a little bit. Bit highly rated, I think. Popular series, but to me, I just haven't really. Yeah, I don't think I've seen much of it. I mean, the rest here is okay. So there's even more Scooby Doo. Like, what's the? I don't know the difference between these two. That's what makes this difficult. But I think it looks like the rest mostly just goes in. Well, I know Superman and Batman and Teen Titans for that matter. So they go in there. Oh, this I remember. Time Squad. That was, it was kind of funny. That's a show I remember from my younger days. Totally Spies was also a show that was shown when I was younger, but that was on Fox Kids here in Norway, not Cartoon Network, if I remember correctly. No, it was mediocre. I think I never really watched it, but I did see a few episodes. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I think it's good. But the rest here, it looks like these all go to, yeah. Well, Annoying Orange I've seen on YouTube at least, but never elsewhere. So don't remember. Yeah, so I think this is it. Like, I think Tom and Jerry was a show on Cartoon Network here in Norway. There are like shows that they used to show here in Norway, maybe not elsewhere. I'll just remove that because there was nothing in there anyway, so you can see the whole tier list here. But like shows like the Flintstones, Top Cat, there are other classics that Cartoon Network used to show, but I think it's different in many countries. So there are shows that I would have put here that I used to watch on Cartoon Network myself, but I guess they just never showed it in the country of this creator that made this tier list, or this tier maker thing. So I guess this is how I would rank this. So yeah, the best, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, and without a doubt, my personal favorite of all time, maybe, of all cartoons, maybe even, if you look away from like the season 1 to 10, The Simpsons and stuff, but at least Cartoon Network shows, without a doubt, Ed, Edd and Eddy, the best. Love it. So, yeah, that was this random Cartoon Network show, or Cartoon Network tier list. Hope you enjoyed it, and of course, just like with every other video that I've been doing before, I always try to say that constructive criticism is much appreciated. If there's things I could do even better, or a lot better even, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.